These are the creatures classified as 1 and 2X, according to the Ministry of Magic in the Harry Potter universe. If you want to see the rest of the creatures, beings, and monsters, I encourage you to check out the channel where the 3, 4, and 5X videos are already available. Let's start with the 1X creatures, these being the most harmless of all and the rarest, as there are only 2 with this classification. Number 1, Flobberworm. The Flobberworm is a brown, herbivorous, magical worm about 25 centimeters long and toothless. It feeds primarily on lettuce and cabbage. It is not considered a particularly interesting creature, with a Ministry of Magic classification of X, or boring, which is the lowest possible rank. Both ends of the worm are identical. At either end, it chews vegetation and exudes a thick mucus, which is sometimes used to thicken potions. It moves very little and prefers to live in damp ditches. Worms have no teeth and therefore cannot bite. These worms are apparently edible, and their fritters are occasionally served as lunch at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Number 2, Horklump. The Horklump is a magical beast that resembles a fleshy, pink mushroom covered with sparse, coarse, black bristles. Despite its appearance, it is neither a plant nor a mushroom, but an animal. It originated in Scandinavia, but over time it spread throughout Northern Europe and can even be found in Scotland. Its favorite prey is the earthworm, which it hunts using thin, muscular tentacles that it extends underground, similar to how mushrooms spread their mycelium. Horklumps reproduce very quickly and can cover an entire garden in a matter of days. They are a favorite food of gnomes. However, streeler venom is capable of killing them. According to magazoologist Newt Scamander, Horklumps have no perceptible use for witches and wizards, so the Department for the Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures assigns them an X classification, meaning boring and harmless to humans. However, Horklump juice does have some value, as it is used in various potions, such as herbicide. There is a curious rumor Honoria, Albus Dumbledore's aunt, supposedly broke off her engagement to a wizard after catching him petting Horklumps. These are the 2 X-classified creatures from the Harry Potter universe. But before we begin, if you like the channel's content and want me to continue creating videos like this, please consider becoming a channel member. It's the best way to support me directly. Number 1, Augury. The Augury, also known as the Irish Phoenix, is a thin, sad-looking magical bird, somewhat resembling a small, malnourished vulture with greenish-black feathers and a sharp beak. It is extremely shy and nests in solitary places, building teardrop-shaped nests among hawthorns and brambles. Its diet includes insects, fairies, and flies, which it hunts during heavy rains. Its melancholic song announces the arrival of rain. Native to Great Britain and Ireland, it has spread throughout Northern Europe. For centuries, its mournful cry was believed to portend death, leading magicians to avoid its nests. However, modern studies show that it simply sings when it is about to rain. The Augury's feathers repel ink, making them unsuitable for writing. However, it is rumored that the legendary Hogwarts Quill of Acceptance, which registers prospective students in the Book of Admittance, comes from an augury. When it was discovered that it predicts rain, some attempted to use it as a meteorologist. However, its constant wailing in winter proved unbearable. Its breeding season coincides with Valentine's Day, and its courtship rituals are so complex that many captive-bred individuals fail to reproduce if released, as they do not understand these rituals. Uric the Odd kept 50 auguries as pets. On one particularly rainy day, they all cried at once, leading Uric to believe it had died and become a ghost. He tried to walk through a wall and ended up with a concussion. Number 2, Bowtruckle. The Bowtruckle is a hand-sized magical creature, resembling a figure made of bark and twigs. It has long, tapering fingers, 2 per hand, brown eyes, and a body perfectly camouflaged among trees. It feeds on insects. It lives in western England, southern Germany, and certain Scandinavian forests. A group of Bowtruckles is called a branch. It only lives in trees whose wood is suitable for making wands, such as the Wigan tree. Under normal conditions, it is peaceful and extremely shy, but if it senses a threat to its tree, it will leap into the intruder's face and try to gouge out its eyes. It is very agile and easily evades most spells. To extract wood or leaves from a Bowtruckle's tree, the wizard must offer it its favorite food, woodlice or fairy eggs. Its twig-thin fingers allow it to extract these insects and also manipulate locks with surprising dexterity. Number 3. Chizpurfle. The Chizpurfle is a tiny, crab-like magical parasite that can grow to 1/20th of an inch in length, including its fangs. It is attracted to any source of magic. It is often found in the fur of krups or the feathers of auguries. Its shells and fangs are used in potion making, although cracking them open is a difficult task. In magical homes, Chizpurfles seek out enchanted objects, especially wands, which they bite through to reach the core. They also infest filthy cauldrons, feeding on the remains of potions, and are sensitive to active spells such as Lumos. In the absence of magic, they are attracted to Muggle electrical appliances, causing them to suddenly fail. While many infestations are easily controlled with commercial potions, more serious outbreaks require the intervention of the pest branch of the department for the regulation and control of magical creatures. Number 4. Clabbert. The Clabbert is a magical arboreal creature that looks like a cross between a monkey and a frog. It has mottled green skin, short horns, a wide mouth with sharp teeth, and a large red pustule on its forehead that glows when it senses danger. Thanks to its long arms and webbed limbs, it moves with great agility among the branches. It feeds on lizards and small birds. Native to the southern states of the United States, it is now found all over the world. Many American wizards use it as an alert system to detect the presence of nearby muggles. Its glowing pustule makes it useful, but also problematic. Trees filled with clabberts at night resemble out-of-season Christmas lights, which has forced the International Confederation of Wizards to impose fines to avoid detection by muggles. Number 5. Diricawl. The Diricawl, known to muggles as the dodo, is a plump, flightless, magical bird covered in fluffy feathers. It has the ability to disappear and reappear elsewhere to escape danger, a form of apparition not understood by muggles. Its eggs are green. Although muggles believe it to be extinct, it actually still exists. The International Confederation of Wizards chooses not to deny this belief, as it helps raise awareness among non-magical people about the consequences of making species extinct out of ignorance. Number 6. Fairy. The fairy is a small, decorative, magical creature of limited intelligence. It is often used or summoned by wizards as an ornament and commonly lives in forests or clearings. Its size varies between 2.5 and 13 centimeters. It has a miniature humanoid body, head, and limbs, but has large insect-like wings, which can be transparent or multicolored, depending on the species. Muggles tend to have an idealized view of the fairy, influenced by children's stories, while wizards recognize its more frivolous and vain nature. In fact, along with the unicorn, it is considered one of the magical creatures with the best Muggle representation. The fairy is extremely vain and spends much of its time grooming itself. Although it possesses weak magic, it is enough to escape some natural predators, such as the Augury. It can understand part of human language, but is unable to speak. Instead, it communicates with a high-pitched buzzing noise known as fairy language. It can make sounds similar to laughter. Its wings are used as ingredients in certain potions, and occasionally as wand cores. While plucking their wings doesn't kill them, it causes them great discomfort. A single fairy can lay up to 50 eggs at a time, usually on the undersides of leaves. The emerging larvae are brightly colored and, after 6 to 10 days, form a cocoon. A month later, they emerge as adult fairies. Number 7. Ghoul. The ghoul is a magical creature that typically inhabits the attics or barns of wizards and witches. Although not dangerous, it is considered a nuisance due to the constant noise it makes. It is clumsy, relatively dim, and feeds on insects or other household pests. It often moans and throws objects, but on rare occasions can become more aggressive if provoked or handled. The Ministry of Magic has a Ghoul task force within the Department for the Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures, which is responsible for removing unwanted ghouls, especially when a house passes into Muggle hands. There is a variant called the Chameleon Ghoul, capable of changing its appearance to blend in with its surroundings. I'll be releasing the final installment of the 2 X-rated creatures from the Harry Potter universe soon. Subscribe so you don't miss it.